and we live on Report Card Radio. Mikey T, the movie star. The Butcher coming.
Benny the Butcher, what's good, man?
What's good with you, baby? How you?
So, yo, I'm good, man. So, yo, I want you to take me back. Take me way back to when you first got started in the music game.
See, the music game, I probably got started in, I would say, really, 1999 was the year I was in big studios. I was opening up. I was doing shit like that. I was, you know what I mean, being on mixtapes. That's when music was a business. I was 14 years old. It wasn't an everyday thing, but I was exposed to it as a business since I was 14.
So how did you develop the name Benny the Butcher?
Because one of my homeboys, right, and one of his lines, he says something about like the Benny Blanco type. He said something like that. And then I just took that name, like an OG from my hood who was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's Benny Blanco from the movie he was talking about, but I didn't directly get it from the movie. I got it from him saying it. He was dope. He was one of the dopest rappers, to me, period, from Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that, I just took that. Changed my shit to Benny.
How does it feel to sign with like a powerhouse record label like Griselda?
Crazy. And what's crazy about this is my family. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like these dudes from far away, no shit like that. These dudes is my family, so it was already set in stone. So just to look around and Conway to be who he is, and Westside to be who he is, and I'm coming in my role, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That we all family. We all been doing this for 10 years plus already before all of this shit. So it's crazy.
Can you tell me about your brother Machine Gun Black's involvement in Griselda?
Be honest with you, before it was called Griselda, he passed away. He was already, you know what I mean, before Griselda started. But we was already rapping. We was called Street Entertainment, and he was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? We got mixtapes where it's me, Wes, Conway, and Cutter. That's another member of Street Entertainment, all on the cover. You know what I'm saying? He was a rapper. He was with us. Him and Wes, they cousins, like, cause that's my brother, and him and Wes was like this. You know what I'm saying? So he'd have been right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why we pay homage to him, put the cover as his baby picture, name songs after him, tattoos and shit like that. That's big bro. He would have been right here with us. You know what I'm saying?
So take me back to when you first formally signed to the label.
I first signed in February 2017, and me and Wes talked about it for like 6 months leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my own thing with the music, but it just made sense to come sign with Griselda, you know what I'm saying? And they was doing big things, and they was going in the right direction, and he just knew he wanted me to be a part of that. This nigga Wes told me before, it's like, yo, Buzz, I'm telling you, before I get the deal, my wrist gonna be like, man, he'd be like, watch, next time you see me, my wrist gonna be like this. I'm telling you, I'm about to sign. Just imagine somebody telling you they about to sign a record deal. He told me that shit, and then next time I seen him, his wrist was how it was. And Buzz ain't never told me nothing, like, he ain't never told me no bullshit, so I knew it was gonna go down, so I was ready for it. So even before I signed, I was preparing myself for it. You know what I'm saying? Living in the projects. He called me to come to Atlanta. I moved into the house in Atlanta with them for like 5-6 months. Straight out the projects, broke. I was on my dick. I fucked my money up. You know what I'm saying? Selling bad work. My phone got slow. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? So I already fell back when I wrote my first brick and 17 bullets. So it wasn't like I was off. It wasn't like he was calling me off the couch. I was already in tip-top rapping shape. You know what I'm saying? So he got his situation. He called me down. I was hungry. Like, I'm still hungry. You know what I'm saying? Here we is today, baby. 10 to talk 3.
So what was it that made the music industry take notice of Griselda Records?
I kind of think, like we were saying outside, I kind of think it's like boom bat on steroids. You know what I'm saying? You see Wes with the big jewelry. You see Conway with the twisted face. You people see me and they hear my stories, and it's vivid. Everything is vivid. Everything about Griselda you can see. You know what I'm saying? You can see everything. And I think it's been a while since people been exposed to that kind of music at the level of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, underground niggas be underground. Or hood rappers be hood rappers. They don't be giving niggas the shot no more. Like, niggas signed to deal with Shady Records. You see, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is about to drop a real album. Like, it's been a while since the higher ups came and got niggas from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who not dancing, niggas who don't make club music. It's been a while, you know what I'm saying, since that happened. So I feel like everybody looking like, what's going on? What's going on? What they gonna do? People intrigued by that shit.
So, you've been with Griselda from the early days. What actually changed for the label when the partnership with Shady Records came about?
Got more popular. People start hearing the name. The name start ringing. People start learning about the merch. They went to go do their backstory. You know what I'm saying? So everything else that the fans that was already intrigued, like we were just talking about, more people. I get on Twitter right now and niggas is like, yo, I never heard nothing from you but Tana Talk 3. That's the best shit I heard in the last 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? So people still is catching up, but that's what happened, man. It just put us in that limelight to put niggas in the driver's seat to take over, do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? To connect all the dots.
So being from Buffalo, how big of a deal is it for someone like Eminem to do a partnership with Griselda Records?
Giant, huge. I can't even say, like, this is record breaking. Ain't no rappers from Buffalo. I mean, you're looking at like 1/3 of the only like rappers from Buffalo. You want to say rapper like who made it to this level? It's 1,000 rappers from here. Good niggas, good local talent here, but nobody made it to this level. So that's huge. You know what I'm saying? It's like we were saying earlier, like even I didn't expect this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Even though we've been doing it for so long, you believe in yourself and you believe in your talent. But even when that happens, it still shock you a little bit. So that's big. There's only one name. There's only one person who signed a major deal from here other than us, and that's Rick James. You know what I'm saying? We going down in history with Rick, man. God bless the dead. So that shit is big, man. The whole city behind us. You know what I'm saying? Expectations is high, but we gonna stay true to us and just keep everything 100 and be ourselves.
Eminem said Detroit and Buffalo are like long lost cousins. What do you think about that?
I believe that. Both cities off the 90. Both cities from like what they call that shit? Damn, the Rust Belt. When they was working with all the iron and shit back in the day and shit. Buffalo played a major part in that. Detroit played a major part in that. You know what I'm saying? It's both cities been in the past few years been on a like poorest cities list. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of similarities with the cities. When I go there, I look around, and even in the landscape, it's similarities. So I definitely feel we coming from when he said that.
Have you had a chance to personally meet Eminem?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Cool dude, cool, humble. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Eminem, you hear the songs. You sometimes you expect him to be standing on tables throwing shit, or you know what I mean. But he wasn't Slim Shady. He was Marshall Mathers when I met him. Imagine like rapping in front of Eminem, fresh out the projects. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that. The hunger that's in me. That I'm second guessing my shit. I'm like, damn, is M checking my shit out? So it was cool though. You know what I mean? It was cool. That was like one of the biggest moments I'm gonna remember in my life is rapping in front of M for the BT shit, standing behind him while he do his part.
As you signed your first deal, what was it that made you say no more to the streets?
Because I can't be dumb. I'm a grown-ass man. I can't be dumb. I worked my whole life to get here, and I can't have this in front of me and be running around, fucking around in the streets. That's going to get me back to where I left from. I did mine already. I be telling these young niggas, I'm 34. I did mine. I did that jail shit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day they'll grow out of it, grow out that dumb shit. It's about leading by example. I got family, I got daughters, I got a mom, I got siblings, I got everything, nieces and nephews. So it's about when you got the chance, you got to do the right thing. Because before I didn't have a chance, so it wasn't an option. It's the only option I had. Damn near was that a nigga with 3 felonies in the hood, and I mean, and this how we get money. That's what's going on. That's how we get money. So that's what I'm doing. So I don't have to do that no more. So I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put nothing in jeopardy. If I put myself in jeopardy, I put everybody in jeopardy. The whole gang, the whole team. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fool.
So what difficulties did you face in cutting all your ties?
Hell yeah, I was broke. I was broke. Even to this day, I say it. Niggas hate when I say this. But shit, sometimes even licks will hit me up. The niggas will hit me up like, yo, bro, I know you doing everything, but shit, it's over. I don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was broke. I had to ask niggas to borrow money to pay my rent. Had to borrow money from niggas to get my daughter shit for school. I was fucked up. And niggas was still coming to me trying to hand me dope or hand me weed. And I was just telling niggas like, nah, just pay my phone bill. Or nah, do this for me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about that. So that was the transition. I moved out of one comfort zone into another one. See, everybody asks me how I do it. I'm around niggas who's still in the streets and they want to make that transition. I tell niggas like, man, you gotta fall all the way back. Cause if you know if that's an option for you to get money like that, you gonna play. That's how you gonna think. Me, I wasn't getting money out that game. I wasn't. I walked away from the game, like literally. That's why I talk the way I do and say I'm a legend. I mean, you don't know too many people who walked away from the game in good standings and could still get something on credit. From you know what I mean? Like you don't know nobody like that. I walked away in good standings and didn't want to do it when niggas were still trying to have me do it. You know what I mean? So I got the opportunity. I left. I was broke for a minute. So I had no choice but to write my way out. My phone wasn't ringing. So that's what stopping and being broke drove me and pressured myself to do this. I wasn't doing nothing else. I was in the studio all day. I'm in the house writing the beats all day. If I was running in the streets, that was distracting me from, you know what I mean? I was putting 75% into it, and I was getting 75% out. Real shit. So when I didn't have that in front of me, that's when my career finally blossomed. And that's just what it is.
It's funny, I was gonna use the term blossom. But so, yo, on one of your intros to one of your tapes, do you know what intro I'm talking about? Where it mentions the Operation Horsetail? Mm-hmm. So in Buffalo, the biggest heroin bust ever was 7 kilos worth $3.5 million in the streets. Operation Horse Trail. Mm-hmm. Is what happened to ARAB and OBH comparable?
Well, Operation Horse Trail, to be honest with you, that was just something that happened in Buffalo, and Team Invasion DJ put that together. He took that from that. That had nothing to do with nobody I knew, but that was just something that happened in Buffalo, and I think he was basically trying to let people know like what goes on in Buffalo, like things like that happen here. Mm-hmm. So he used that, and we told our story. So he blended together. But speaking of that. Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on here. I got homeboys who niggas just got life in prison a couple weeks ago, and they mentioned BSF on the news. They said Black Soprano Family is a gang. You know what I mean? And guys who's Black Soprano Family who be on tours, who I got songs with and videos with. My boy Hottie, he on house arrest. He a Black Soprano member. They snatching niggas up. They asking about Black Soprano Family, but. I'm some G shit. I really don't know what to say about that shit. I'm saying my hands is clean. I feel like the government is using what we got, the popularity of what we got in the music and the songs, and they painting a different picture to target certain people. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't come arrest me because I don't. You heard what I just said. I don't sell drugs. I don't do that. So they haven't came and got me. So that's another reason why I think it's bullshit, because I started Black Soprano Family, you know what I'm saying? And Black Soprano Family is something that I branded. So how you coming to snatch people up and locking people up and using something that I started? Y'all didn't even come talk to me or just nothing. They making their own assumption and they using it for whatever they want to use it for. They painting the picture to the jury to get the results that they want to get, you know what I'm saying? So pray for my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Shit real. When I get on these songs and I say this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? I might, maybe it is an ongoing investigation. Niggas gonna see this interview and some of my homeboys might not even like me speaking on this shit. But me, I speak on it because just so they don't railroad us. Maybe like in a year or two from now, you see how they got Takashi and shit like that? ARAB and them niggas. In a year or two from now, if God forbid, and it won't happen to me because I don't do shit, but a year or two from now, and if they still on that bullshit, y'all gonna see the interviews is where I'm calling it out before it even happened. I'm saying, just like in the song Change, and that song Change I dropped a year and a half ago. I'm saying 400 something thousand views on YouTube. I said I talk about the truth to uplift us. They gonna play the song in court to try to use it against us, cause it's been little rumors and shit. So I put that out there, and lo and behold, Duffel Bag Hottie, my nigga, he's signed to BSF. He's a BSF artist. At his bail hearing, they played one of his videos, because we know that they're going to try to use our popularity from the music and use the stories from the music and paint their picture, what they want people to see. So,
speaking of Takashi, what was your take on what Takashi did for New York?
I think it was good. I think it was big for what he did for New York, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the antics and maybe not how he did it, but what he did. I'm saying, this is music. This is music, and it's about, you know what it's about. It's about popularity, and it's about sales. In the lane that he's in, it's not about bars. It's not about being real. It's about popularity, about sales, your social media presence, and that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And he did it in an unorthodox way, and that's why he had the whole industry buzzing and shit like that. And that's why he made a lot of enemies. You know, he do that trolling shit, but he did it. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, people was on his ass, but after a while, people start accepting him a little bit because they realize, like, look what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be proud for that, because even though he's not speaking, even though he's not saying things that represent everybody, what he's doing represent everybody, because he's from the state. He's from New York. He's from New York City. He's from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So he's creating opportunities for people around him, Brooklyn people around him. So, you know what I mean? He just did it in a fucked up way, man. The antics and all that other shit, man, came back and bit him, man. You know, we don't wish that shit on nobody, my nigga. We don't wish that jail shit on nobody. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing good. That ain't nothing sweet. And like I said, I'm watching them do that shit to niggas right now. You know what I'm saying? So, free all them niggas.
6ix9ine recently went to jail, and they denied his bail. What's your take on that?
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. That's what happens, man, when you in that federal system. I caught a Fed case when I was 18, my first felony, and I didn't get a bail. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying it don't matter who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? Money, they really don't, you know what I'm saying? They really don't, money is not a thing to them. They will take your money, but it's not a thing to them. They be about proving a point. Like I say, Duffel Bag Hottie, he got a bail. Even when you get a bail, it's by the skin of your motherfucking teeth. His lawyer is in a courtroom arguing why he should get a bail, but the DA is arguing why he shouldn't get a bail. You feel what I'm saying?
You actually jumped on Meek Mill's What's Free.
Right.
What inspired you to jump on that record?
That the record was dope, and it was hard, and the beat was nasty, and I was in the release party that he had at Dream when he first played the record for the public. I was in that party, and just even hearing that record, the energy of that record was crazy. They brought the record back, and I'm like, yo, this is nasty. So just wanting to get on the record, you know what I mean? And I'm still in rap mode, just exercising in the booth. I got to the studio early. Me and Special recording some tracks for Stabbed and Shot 2. Special wasn't there yet. I threw it on a beat. Knock that shit out. You know what I mean? Stay on the treadmill, baby.
So that record caught a little controversy with some of Ross's lines. They were saying that they were shots at Takashi. How'd you feel about that?
I don't feel no way, man, because niggas gonna say what they gonna say. This is the rap game, and that's what niggas gonna do. There's gonna be a lot of that. You know what I mean? Like, niggas gonna say what they gonna say. Niggas gonna pull inspiration from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is reporting live. When you get on that mic, when you get in there, you get on that microphone, you reporting live. The fans, your fans, and the people, they waiting to hear what you got to say. Your take on things, and that's how he felt. He let people know.
They're calling your album Tana Talk 3 one of the hardest albums of the year. Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. Tell me about creating this new joint.
Man, it's just crazy because when I was writing it, I was basically trying to just go crazy hard take you there. You know what I'm saying? To paint a crazy picture. And rappers know. They I mean, they know what I'm about to, they know about this, what I'm about to say. Sometimes you record music and then you don't listen to it for a while because it's not coming directly. It's not coming out after you record it. It might sit on the shelf for a while. And Tainted Talk 3 sat on the shelf for a while. And after we did it, like Wes was telling me, yo, this shit fire, this some best shit. Conway telling me like, yo, this some of the hardest shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's hard, but I'm thinking like, damn, is it that hard? I'm gonna be honest with you, pause. But months went past and it still wasn't out. Months were past and it still wasn't out. So I kind of like heard it different. I was like used to the songs, but when that shit came back out, everybody for their first time hearing it, they went crazy. And I knew they was because it's about timing. And it's also about the feeling that I create when I'm doing these songs. People know me now. I could have been put out an album, but people got more familiar with me. And the more they got familiar with me, they knew my backstory. You know what I'm saying? They knew what I bring to the table. They you know what I mean? They became fans of me. So getting that right now, that was just perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy. I was 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, up nights writing with Danger. He making the beats, we rolling, we smoking fucking blunts, backwoods, Dutches, whatever we can get our hands on, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we in the A, we in Atlanta, we motherfucking making Waffle House runs, working on that album. Wes will poke his head in every few hours or every few days. He come in the lab like, what you got? We play some shit for him. He like, it's fire. You know what I mean? And Conway, he coming in the lab telling me he hearing songs. He giving me pointers like, yeah, just what I mean, just be you on this shit. He telling me don't. What he told me? He told me one time, it's like, don't let the pressure get to you of writing this. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you've been doing. So man, she was dope. Epic.
How about working with Alchemist?
Crazy. The first time I met Alchemist, I recorded that 51. You know what I mean? And that was my first time in LA, everything. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Even to work with somebody like that at that time of my life, when you go to a studio, my first time meeting him now, first and foremost, he worked with all the legends. He worked with all the niggas. Mob, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Kiss, whatever, you know what I mean? All the niggas who I listen to. Styles P. Going to the studio and seeing all the platinum plaques on the wall, gold plaques. And I just signed the deal with Griselda like 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at all the plaques, and then he like playing the beat. It's like, yo, you got something? And I'm going there and I'm cooking up. And it's like, you gotta go hard, my nigga. You know what I mean? You gotta go hard. And it would be different if he was sending the beat to my studio back on the East Coast, but I'm in the studio. Every song on my album from Alchemist, I was in his studio and we recorded that together and he was on the boards. Every joint that he produced on my album was like that. There's no sin. We was right there together.
So in saying that, how was the interaction between the two of you?
Cool, man. You know, I'm family, he family. That's how we get introduced. We get introduced to each other through family. Wes and them. Al is damn near Griselda. Everybody know that Alchemist is damn near Griselda. You know what I mean? So Wes and them introduced him to me. And he already heard songs. I'm on albums. He listened to the boys. You know what I mean? So, and of course I know who the fuck he is. So it was real smooth. It was real smooth.
What was the longest amount of time that the two of you actually had to stay in the studio together when creating a track? Were you guys together maybe 10 hours one night, or?
That's all I was about to say. About 10 hours. You know what I mean? About 10 hours. And I'm not in there. And for 10 hours, that day I did like 3 joints. You know what I'm saying? I done been in the studio long over there, not even recording, just over there fucking with him. But I done went over there like that 97 Hove, that verse for 97 Hove. I think I did like 3 or 4 tracks that day. You know what I mean? On some real shit. Because when I did that track, those was 2 different songs. Those was never meant to go together until a week before the album came out. We put those together like a week before it came out. Put the skit on there. I actually had a different part of that interview with Pimp C of a skit I wanted to use, but I used that part, put it on there to bridge the gap, sounded perfect. Hard 97 hole. I can't wait to shoot the video.
So what did working with such a polished producer teach you?
Shit, it just felt good, and it just, I mean, that's a confidence builder. You know what I'm saying? When you get in this game and you get to get in the lab and work on some shit with somebody like that at the boards, you know what I'm saying, and tag teaming with him, you know what I'm saying, tag teaming on a project with Al, that's a confidence builder. And you know, in this game, man, confidence is everything, man. You gotta feel good to do good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel good to do good. So going in there and trying to be on point, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be on point. I'm trying to show people that I'm on point. I'm never slacking. I'm never bullshitting. If I'm in a lab, I could write some shit on a spot. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take me that long. And I'm not rushing through it. It's just when I catch that feeling, I catch that feeling. So it's just a confidence builder to be able to get in there with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to let him down. You know, this nigga don't work with everybody, all the dope niggas.
I want to ask you, what position did it put you in and the label in when Conway got shot?
I just came home. You know what I'm saying? Really, I wasn't really doing this shit. I had just came home. I was on parole. I was, you know what I mean? I was trying to get my shit together. I heard that news. I was fucked up because I know when I was in jail, he was doing this thing. He was doing shows and shit. He was making his rounds. He was doing good. And then just to hear that shit was over. Like shit really wasn't doing nothing. Like West tell that story all the time. After he got shot, shit really, you know what I mean? Shit really wasn't moving. Like I said, when he got shot, I had just came home anyway. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I was getting myself back together. I really wasn't thinking about the studio or, you know what I mean? If I was, it wasn't nothing too serious. So yeah, shit put shit on hold. We ain't, you know what I mean?
So when did it become apparent that Conway was gonna continue doing music and that his music was beginning to thrive despite his condition?
Well, I knew way before other people because now he's healed. And he's coming to the studio and he's recording. So when he's first getting it right and it was difficult, it was a little hard for him to, you know what I mean, to spit. I was in there when he was doing that. But he coming back and he getting it down. He back in the groove of things. And then he just sounded like the old Conway. So it was been apparent, but when I guess, you know what I'm saying, him and West, you know what I'm saying, they drumming over these beats and that nigga going up to them satellite radio stations, killing shit. Them videos on YouTube, niggas, ever since niggas was introduced to that nigga, niggas knew he was a problem. And that shit never affected him. He got the hang of it. But the thing about it, this is what I tell people all the time. People be amazed because they just getting familiar with that nigga, but that nigga been an animal running around here for years. Years. His resume is long. He's capable of anything. Trust me, you hearing that from me. That nigga is capable of anything on the microphone, so it wasn't surprising when people seen that he back on his shit.
So Benny, can you actually tell me about your relationship with Dark Low, how y'all came together?
I'm a fan of OBH. I listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I listened to even before we linked. I listened to them niggas shit. I remember one day I was like in the car. I was just listening to it and I posted it up, and people was like, yo, you fuck with Dark Low? I'm like, hell yeah, and nigga, you know how when the fans find out a rapper listened to another rapper, they tagged him and they did a whole bunch of shit, and then we end up kicking it from there. I'm saying I think I hit him up. End up kicking it from there. Shit. Like the next week, I drove down there and we linked, did some music. And that's the homie A since. Y'all know we about to drop some crazy shit.
So what's up? Give me an idea of what your project's gonna be like with Dark Low.
Crazy. His shit just dropped, right? Timeless with him and V Don, right?
Yo, he just dropped the 3rd one in a row.
Crazy. He another motherfucker who won't fuck around. Yo, so he dropped that shit. That song Roy Jones, that I'm on that album. I went down there, I went to Philly, and we recorded like 4 tracks that night. And that's one of the tracks. So the energy was crazy. So it's like that song, like the energy is that song, you know what I'm saying? When the camera go off, I'm gonna play something for you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you, so you could tell me, so you could feel it when the camera off though. Y'all gonna wait to hear it.
So, yo, what type of weight does it put on Lowe's shoulder, with everything Ab's going through being locked up right now?
He gotta be careful who he around. He gotta be careful, just what he doing, because he know people watching, you know what I'm saying? And he just gotta keep doing what he been doing. He ain't locked up, so he been doing something right. Just focus on the music. He know what to do. He a smart dude, you know what I'm saying? He a vet, so I mean, he know what time it is.
There's a lot of scrutiny on Troy Ave right now. Why do you think he's facing so much backlash for what seemed to be one of the most gangster actions on camera?
I just think like if in the streets, if your name is associated with any type of like whatever he did, I'm saying, because I really don't know what he did. They say, I'm saying, I really don't know what he did. I try not to, you know what I mean? But when your name is associated with anything like a snitch or he was subpoenaed, who he was, I mean, the people gonna look at that a certain way, if it's true or not. Some people be rumored to be snitches. You might get treated like a snitch. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? They using that against them. They using that shit against them. You know how this shit go, man. You know how this shit go. It's like when you a person like that's in the forefront, people watch your life and they gonna have opinions on what you do. Maybe if you do something right or you do wrong. So and him just being a public figure, we get to hear those opinions from everybody. So I'm saying that's what it is.
Now they're banning him from performing in all the New York clubs.
Yeah, I saw that. It's fucked up. This shit'll fuck your money up. All that dumb shit. These niggas, you know what I mean? This shit'll fuck your money up. So it's a fucked up situation for him. You know what I'm saying? You got all this shit going on, you can't get no paper. That's a fact. I know about that. I done been trying to book shows here, niggas and Buffalo police chief go to the promoter and tell him, nah, we ain't doing that. Facts, I know about all that. Real shit.
With all the speculation on Troy Ave, do you think if he doesn't take the stand that it'll go away?
I don't know, because like I said, sometimes it don't be about what's actually going on. Like if he take the stand or he didn't, people just like to talk about it. So he like, oh, what people be like, oh, well, he was gonna take the stand, or you know what I mean, like real shit. So you know what I mean. That's why he got to do what he got to do, and he can't get caught up in anybody's opinion. He can't get caught up because that's a real situation. When you're talking about prison and you're talking about district attorneys and judges, that's a real situation that another grown black man got to deal with. So I'm saying that's something that he got to all this shit right here. Like he got to turn this down and really deal with that situation in real life.
Who were the first artists from New York to show support to the label?
Man, I'm not sure, man. Like I said, I'm not sure.
I know Smoke Dizzler came and showed you guys some love.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people came and saluted and fucked with the boys. Pause. A lot of niggas. Word. But a lot of niggas did, so I really can't say because I really wasn't around when those niggas was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Wes was just, I told you, Wes, this what I'm doing right now, Wes had this plan for me without me even knowing it. But a lot of niggas, man. P came around early. Prodigy, man. Respect to the GOAT, man. P. Who them niggas had, man? Niggas was around a lot of niggas. Like, yo, such and such just called me. I'm like, word. You know that nigga? Like, them niggas was doing shit, putting me on. Niggas was meeting Royce. Oh, man, I don't know, man. A lot of them niggas, man. Niggas fuck with Griselda.
That's what's up. Did you actually get a chance to tell Prodigy that the first record you did was the Quiet Storm joint?
Hell yeah. I got to tell Prodigy the first record I ever recorded on was Quiet Storm, right? I told you that? When I tell you that?
Oh, I be knowing my shit, man.
He be knowing this shit, because I ain't tell you that. But I got to tell him this. This is dope, though, that I got to tell him this too, that the first time I ever bought an actual CD out the store, a tape out the store was a tape, was murder music. Like, I had bought bootlegs before. I ain't gonna say who I bootleg. But that's the first time I went into like a Sam Goody and bought something. It was murder music. And I had like some money from my aunt to go school shopping and shit. And I just went to go get a double up. I went to go get a double up to hit the block with, and I went to go get that murder music. Facts. I gotta tell P that. Dope.
Did you get to have much of a relationship with him?
Man, no, I didn't, to be honest with you. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I played on my album, though. I played P Tana Talk 3. He heard Tana Talk 3. Oh, I'm a post about that. That's dope. That's ill. Just think about that shit. But I played the album for him. I chilled with him. I never even got a song with Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? I've been around and we done kicked it. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah, Prodigy was one of the coolest rappers out, man.
He was cool. Hell yeah. Niggas will tell you this, like, for a point in time, like, he was the best rapper in the game.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit.
You know, I actually went to one of his shows just before he went and did that 3-year stint, you know, for the gun charge he got. Did you meet him at post-jail or?
When he came home.
When he came home. So you never got, like, a chance to smoke with him or anything? I know he was on his health shit.
Yeah, he was on his health shit crazy and working out and shit, you know what I mean? But we done drunk beers together. You know what I'm saying? Me and Pete done drunk beers together.
But more importantly, he got to hear Tana Talk 3, man. I think this is the last question I wanted to ask you. We didn't get to go over it. What did you want the people to take from Tana Talk 3?
And I just want them to know, man, that I want them to know where I come from. That's why I named it Tana Talk. My block is Montana. I wanted them to know where I come from and what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? and a rapping ability is there. So as long as you know what I represent and what I stand for, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just a solid nigga doing this. I'm from the old school. I was raised by the legends, you know what I'm saying? The real legends, the real GOATs. That's how I was raised by, so it comes out in the music, you know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that about me, that I'm one of the real ones. A1.